Assalamu alaikum guys. Today I have a big man again with me, Mr. Musa. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Brother Musa, how are you? How's everything?
Alhamdulillah, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Friday is,
We offer prayer, mashallah.
yeah, I'm from Juma, so it's one of my favorite days, so I love Fridays.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I love Fridays.
Okay, so today we will do some question answer a little bit. So my first question, can you tell me a bit about your journey from Africa to Slovenia?
Yeah, initially, I came here through family. So I came here the right way. I mean, I didn't struggle. I was married. I was living wife. So I traveled from Africa to here through marriage.
Okay.
So meaning I came here with, proper documentation. There was no problem.
Okay. Okay, nice.
The reason why I'm here, it's strictly family.
And what's the first thing you noticed about Slovenia when you arrived, besides the cold?
Yeah, of course, there are some cultural differences. Really, Africa is tropical. Gambia is mostly from 25 to 35 to 40 degrees always. So it's a tropical country. I'm used to being in the sunshine almost all year round. So here it's kind of different. It's cold. There is spring. There is autumn. You name it. So it's a bit different. And then apart from that, there's also a little bit of cultural differences because I came from a country whereby it's predominantly a Muslim country. I mean, you could see that is different in terms of culture, in terms of social activities. So there is a lot of things that are in the same. But it wasn't difficult for me to catch up. It wasn't difficult at all.
Okay, what were the biggest culture differences you noticed in the beginning of your relationship, and how did you meet your Slovenian wife, and what brought you both together?
When two people love and appreciate each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy. It makes it easy.
Yeah.
Even though you are born from a different background.
Yeah.
Because of love, anything is possible. So even though we are not the same in terms of, I was born Muslim, so it's different. But to be honest, there was no problem when it comes to, cultural differences because we both know what we wanted, so we come close to, you have to come a little bit close.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a big deal, to be honest. There was no big problem, about our cultural differences.
So tell me about the biggest culture differences in Europe and in Africa.
Yeah, maybe the food. I was raised to eat some kind of way because in Gambia, we eat too much of rice and different stew. It depends on your choice. So here it's a bit different, and in Gambia, I have some kind of taste.
Okay, and was it difficult to adjust the Slovenian traditions and daily life?
It wasn't. I think the only difficult thing was the language.
Language.
Yeah, the language was the biggest challenge, but in the other hand, it wasn't the biggest challenge. It was a challenge because there are some family members, some in-laws that cannot speak English. So it was difficult to have a normal conversation with them. But if your woman can speak English, so
no problem.
You can communicate, and if you cannot talk to people, she can just translate things for you. So that it was okay.
Okay, tell me, what are the best things you have learned from Slovenian culture? What do you think the best?
It's because of Slovenia I have been able to do a lot in my country because we have a charity organization that helps kids to go to school. So there are many kids in my country that went to school because of the good people of Slovenia. They help them to go to school. They pay their school fees. And on top of that, we were able to build a kindergarten school in my country.
Yeah.
That one also thanks to the people of Slovenia. So for me, the Slovenians are really, 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 really good people because they have given me a lot in terms of helping my own countrymen. So for me, they are one of the best peoples in Europe because
nice.
I have facts to back it up. Because if they go to my country and help kids to go to school, help in hospitals, to volunteer, and on top of that, we built a kindergarten in the past 5-6 years, and then kids are going in that school for free. Nobody is paying anything. So that's something very, very big, and it means the world to me. So for me, I've learned that you don't need to be rich to be good. Because if you look at Slovenia compared to other countries, they are richer.
Yeah.
Slovenia is a small country.
It is.
It's not a rich country, but they have been able to help thousands of people in my country.
Yes.
From their own money. So for me,
True.
that's something really big, and I thank them for that. So
yeah.
if you ask me, I would tell you they are the best in Europe. Simple as that.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell? Do you miss anything from your home country that you wish you had?
Yeah, of course. The food is always something you miss, and then
you miss someone from bless you.
Yeah, of course. Friends, families.
Yeah.
Nature, food. Everything in Gambia is different. You know?
Different.
And you know you cannot compare your home with any other place. Gambia will always be on top of my list. It's for me, it's the best country in the world.
Yeah.
So, of course.
Nice.
So
nice.
the fact that I've missed my family, I've missed my friends, I've missed everything, the environment, the seaside. You know, Gambia, we have long stretches of beaches.
Coastal area.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Like how many kilometers there?
Oh, it's difficult. Some areas you can go to 7 to 10 mile stretch.
Okay, that's long.
Sandy beaches, beautiful.
Nice.
You know, I miss everything about my country.
Oh, that's
you can't even compare. It's uncomparable.
Okay, can you tell me that there are some old stories and documentaries about cannibalism in certain remote tribes in Africa, often from many years ago? Can you help us understand if there's any truth to this, and
what do you mean?
How people from African countries view these stories regarding cannibalism, that they eat human flesh?
Well, Africa is not a country. It's a continent of almost 54 countries. Okay. So I haven't traveled to those countries, but I can tell you from where I came from, West Africa, I doubt that thing is happening. For example, from Gambia, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Mali, these are our neighbor, Mauritania. I've never heard of this kind of whereby people eat human flesh. Okay. It doesn't exist. I'm not saying it doesn't exist all over Africa, but I haven't been to other part of Africa, so I'm not too sure about that.
Some old tribes, maybe some stories.
Yeah, like I said, Africa is a continent.
Yeah.
It's a huge continent, so I cannot speak for the whole of Africa. I can only speak about my area. In my country, that doesn't exist. Gambia, we don't do that. Senegal as well, Mauritania as well. So maybe some other part of Africa. But to be honest, where I came from, the Gambia, no, doesn't exist. And most of these stories on this internet are not true. Okay. Yeah, people talk about Africa and then they never even find the time to go there and see what Africa is all about. So don't be misled by some of these stories. So
okay.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Yeah. But what I'm saying, most of the time there is this negative media towards Africa.
Yeah, it's propaganda on the media and the internet, stuff like that.
I can tell you, if you go to Africa, for example, if you go to some places in Africa, you'll be amazed how beautiful and rich those countries are. So some of these are just BS to me. It doesn't exist.
Okay, the last question: what message would you give to the other African or foreigners thinking about moving to Slovenia or marrying someone from different culture?
You know, I'm a Muslim, so we are people of faith. We believe.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
We believe. So
we are believers.
Yeah, we are believers. So it's about destiny.
Yeah.
Our lives is destined by Allah, the Creator. I never thought that I would be traveling to Europe when I was younger.
Yeah.
And now I find myself here. So for anybody who wants to travel, if you have the chance to do it, do it, because traveling is very important.
Yeah,
it's a subject of its own. What you learn from traveling, you cannot learn in school. Yeah. No. So anybody who has the chance to travel, do it. But I will not tell people to put their life on the line just to travel. It doesn't worth it. You understand?
Yeah.
If you can travel the right way, do it. But don't sacrifice your life just to come to Europe. No, don't do that. If you have the means, do it. But if you don't have the means, for me, you don't have to put your life on the line just because you want to go to Europe. I disagree on that. But if you have the chance to do it, why not?
Yeah.
You have to leave your comfort zone and explore the world. It's really important. I've learned a lot around Europe, Africa, and other parts of the world because of traveling.
Yeah.
These are things that I will never know in school.
Okay. Thank you so much, Musa, for
You're
your
always
interview.
welcome.